What is good, my friends? It's your homie Twitty, and I'm back at it with another reaction. So, you guys were mentioning now that we're getting into our female fronted metal band series that I needed to listen to Jinjer. The only song that I have heard by Jinjer is Pisces, so I do know that this chick can scream and this chick can't sing. So I can't wait to see what they got for me. I picked something that I thought was interesting when I was looking through their videos. It's called Jinjer Judgment and Punishment. Tatiana Shmalyuk one take vocal. I thought that was cool because like she can do this stuff in one take. I'd like to see what kind of song this is and what she how she chooses to scream or sing or both. And just watching her go back and forth like in a live format is cool. So we'll give it a shot. We'll see what they got in store for us. Hope you guys are ready for the ride. We got Jinjer, Judgment, and Punishment. Go ahead and pull it up on the screen here for you guys. I got the lyrics up. Let's rock. It kicked right into it. That bass line's funky. Boom, 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 boom. Kitty.
We came from the land where kindness equals weakness. Feelings are conditional, and help is something.
That like reverb and then there's that like bounciness that she's got on her voice right now is very reminiscent of like some like reggae. I feel like, just like the bounciness to it.
We came from the land where kindness equals weakness. Feelings are conditional, and help is something supernatural.
That's deep. Whoa. That was flawless. Like, watch this, watch how this goes. Oh, that was a nice change.
I'm muted and disabled. Booyah! Tell me what you're gonna bring to the table. Do you know we're gonna eat at the same table? This is what it is. A loyal fist of narrow minds cannot believe in what they hear. This system of beliefs, experience and stress, mental and penitence, put into the test.
Alright, hold on. I gotta take a break here because, like, holy shit. Like, this is a crazy mashup because it's like reggae meets metal because it's got that bounciness, like that. Like, even the guitar is like kind of like a reggae sound, and then just the bounciness in her voice to go back to the heavy, crunchy sound, that they have. Like, every song that I've seen by them so far, they literally go back and forth The song is a clash of duality of two opposites coming together to make something like really cohesive. And sorry guys, I'm a little sick today. But she said, "We came from the lands where kindness equals weakness. Feelings are conditional, and help is something supernatural." That's powerful right there, you know. I know they come from Ukraine and like there's a lot of war and stuff that goes on over that area. But even from from my point of view, like no, like I get what she's saying. Like, you know, I grew up in a pretty rough neighborhood, you know. It says we came from the lands where kindness equals weakness. Like, no, being kind would get you hurt where I came from, you know. Feelings are conditional. Like as a man, like that just speaks to me in general because like I was told from a very young age, you know, by my stepfather and stuff like that, that men don't cry and that we weren't supposed to have emotions. And, you know, saying help is something supernatural. Like, help is something that's like so crazy you almost don't think it exists, you know. I've gotten help in my life, but I've had very little help in my life. Um, Not saying that I'm grateful for the times that I was helped because like I really, really needed it. And, you know, I just look at that as maybe like, you know, the higher power doing good for me. Who knows? You know, but yeah, that's so powerful. Just that little tidbit right there, you know, just talking about everything that speaks to me. You know, it says your judgments sign your own punishment, your judgments sign your own punishment. So because we judge each other so harshly, because the world judges, you know, me, you know, I felt that I couldn't show emotion, that I couldn't be me, almost even to a sense sometimes, because I felt like that was wrong, you know. But she said, yes, it is what it is. I mean, it is. Like, it's just life. Life's just like that. People are cruel. People are fucking weird, you know. I know you're pissed off. Narrow minds cannot believe what they hear, you know. You can bring stuff like this to people like this attention. They're just going to deny it. That's, you know, and that's literally the truth. If they're narrow minded, if they're not open minded, if they're just very closed minded and they're thinking that it's all one way, then no, you can't tell them something outside the box because they would never believe it. It says an individual with bitter inner world and a cause of deficiency of goodness and love. And you know, that's who I used to be. I used to be an individual that was really bitter, you know, an individual that was full of a lot of hate. Um, and, you know, it was a lot of hatred towards myself because I just felt like I couldn't do what I was supposed to. I couldn't be like everybody else. I used to hate myself for my individuality, you know, when no, like I embrace my individuality today. I embrace the person that I am today because I'm me, you know, and there's no one like me because no one can be me because I'm me. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I might just be a little too high this morning, but I just woke up too. But it says all your good intentions are muted and disabled. Booyah. You know, and I mean, yeah. You know, it's hard, like, because, like, doing the right thing is, like, you should just feel good about it, you know, but, like, you know, we all crave that. We wanted recognition for doing some of the good stuff we did, right? You know? So for it to not have any meaning or, you know, to no one to pay no mind of it, it's almost like, why do it? And that's why that's why there's a lot of people out there that don't do, you know, good things, that don't, you know, because like you see a lot of it, the people that do good things, they're posting it all over their social media, they're posting it for people to see, they talk about it to other people. If you're doing charitable things, you shouldn't be bragging about it and like putting it out there to where like people see you and praise you and make you, because that's not what it's about. Like you're supposed to, as a, you know, a good person, want to do good and put good out into the world so it grows and so it flourishes. you know, because good intentions with, with motives of, getting some sort of, recognition from it is it almost defeats the purpose of the good intention because it's selfish intention then at that point. But she said, do you know we're gonna eat at the same table? True too. True too. Like we all it's all level here, man. It's all the same for everybody. I mean, yeah, I guess like you could argue that money and stuff gives you a better position in life and gives you privilege or whatever, all that stuff that people want to say. But real in all reality, man, like from my perspective and what I've seen, like no, we're all equal. The same thing that happens to me can happen to them. The same thing that happens to them can happen to me. No one's exempt from anything. We all are living on this planet just trying to survive. And we all die one day. As simple as that. I think people blind themselves with skin color, culture, ethnicity, just even the way you speak from the region that you come from, like, whether it be like, some people don't like southern people, some people don't like northern people, I mean, there's so much stuff that we use to separate us from each other and divide us when, oh man, we're all organs, veins, blood, flesh, brain matter, electrical firing, electrical pulses, electrical firing all through your body, water, I mean, we're all that. We're all the same, dude. Like, get over it. Like, when you use those things, you're just using those things to create division from yourself, from each other, and make yourself either feel better, feel worse, or whatever it is that you're trying to do, and it's bullshit. It's all bullshit, really. Because we're all part of the human race, period. So, yeah. I don't exactly know where I was going with that, but we do all eat at the same table, regardless of what you want to think, what you want to say. We're all on the same playing field. She said, this is what it is. I know you're pissed off. Narrow minds cannot believe in what they hear. Their system of beliefs, experiences, stress, mental impotence put into the test. Pretty much what we were talking about. But, dude, her voice, man. She has a lovely voice. She looks lovely. I like the tattoos. She's got a crazy, ferocious scream. And just to watch her go back and forth in one take is really something amazing. It really is. It takes a lot of work to do stuff like this. Like, I wish that I could do stuff like this, really do. Because, like, it takes a lot. Like, it's a lot of vocal, like vocal teaching and, concentration and just, it takes a lot of years of practice to sound like this and to do this so flawlessly. So she's flexing in this one take right now, at least on me. Yes.
That's exactly what makes us go even further. This is what it is. A fist of narrow mind.
How, dude? How do you do that? How do you scream like that and then go into singing and your voice not pop? Like, that's what I want to know. Because, like, when I scream and then I try to do, like, a singing, like, there's a little bit of, like, a crack in my voice when I go back to the singing because I was just doing something so harsh. You know, to be able to do something so harsh with your vocal cords 1 minute and then go into something so beautiful the next minute, like, wow, wow. But I want to talk about this line. So she said, "So if you're here to bring the atmosphere of fear, don't bother, don't bother." You know, what I mean, that speaks true in today. There's a lot of people trying to push fear, to push agendas, to push things to be able to take rights away from people, to push fear just to push their egos. There's a lot of stuff going on in Ukraine right now between Ukraine and Russia, and it's just like a big pissing contest essentially, you know, because no, it's not a war of the people, it's a war of the authorities in charge right now. And that's bullshit that there are people that literally have that much control that they can destroy that many people's lives because of their agenda. And it's a damn shame that it's like that because it shouldn't be like that. But this part was the part that really stuck out to me. She said, "The power of speech is idled away. Poison is spilled, dirty moths sting." Speech is a very powerful thing, and freedom of speech is something that I believe that we all deserve and we all should have, because you should be able to speak your thoughts and your mind, because I don't think anybody's got this thing right, dude, and I don't think that anybody's, what they say is law, I think that the world is changing. The world is not the place that it was 20, 30 years ago. We started to realize that, we as a society needed to do better, and we started to try to do that. And then now I feel like we're kind of going to the extremes on that, because the same thing that caused this revolution of human progress, and just social progress of, people coming together and pushing each other up, has been led to this extreme where now it's like censorship and just like, imposing laws upon each other and bringing each other down, which is far from what it was when it started. Um, I think that you should be able to speak your mind as long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not calling for violence or, to harm someone or something. I believe that that's all fine and dandy. I'm not saying that you're right for what you say, because I may disagree with you, but guess what? As people, we have that luxury that we get to disagree with one another and we can talk about it. We are the only animal on the planet that has been blessed with, the fact that we can actually talk, communicate, convene, and do things that other animals can't. Not saying that it's not in the animal kingdom, because no, other animals do actually some of the stuff that we can do too, but not to the level that we can. We're just at that's at the top. Or maybe it's all a lie. Maybe that's just what we think. Who the fuck knows? But we're just no different, man. And yeah, I think that freedom of speech is something that should be protected, because I don't want this to end up like 1984, which is a book by George Orwell. If you haven't read it, talks about a lot of the stuff that you see going on now. It was written shortly after World War II when everything happened with the Nazis, and it just took, the fascism to the extreme of them being able to read your thoughts and control every aspect of your life, having cameras in your house, watching you at all times. And I mean, we got to be careful because we're going to get to that point too where these authorities have these powers over us if we aren't careful. And that goes back to the fear, about bringing an atmosphere of fear. Because fear is what welcomes those bad people to take the control. Because in fear, people will do the stupidest stuff. Yes, things can be scary. Yes, things are crazy as fuck right now. But don't let your fear cloud your logic. Be vigilant. Because that's when the bad people swoop in and they do things and they commit atrocities and they cause damage. So be vigilant, my friends, and don't let fear make you make bad decisions. Watch this though. Oh my god, this blows my mind. Watch this flawless switch. Wow. And I mean, it's true, man. Your judgment is your own punishment, because if you're out there judging people and creating that separation and stuff like that between you and others, like, you're the one punishing yourself from the experiences that you could be having. I mean, that is the truth of the matter. I mean, you want to turn around and judge, you're only hurting yourself. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We're all different than one another. We may feel differently about things than each other, and that's okay, because we're allowed to do those things. We're allowed to think these ways. We're allowed to be human and be free. I believe all people should be free. I believe that people should be able to choose not to have their lives destroyed because of someone's ego. I ended up talking about the war in Ukraine, and I honestly didn't react to Home Back because I it's just such a heavy subject matter, man. I'll get into it when I'm ready. I'm just not there today. It's been a rough mental day for me. It's been a rough week for me, and I just needed to see some art and just hear a song and see something crazy, because, like, to me, that is insane that she can scream like that and then she can sing so beautifully, like a coin flip, dude. Like a switch, and it's insane that someone is that talented. This band is insane. And yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. Let me know what you want to see next. What female fronted metal band should I get into next? What song from Jinjer should I get into next? I got a Patreon now, if you guys didn't know. Follow me over there, TwittyStreams. I'm going to be dropping some content that's just for them over there. Just like updates and just in-betweens, my creative process, all that stuff. I'm trying to get things moving. I'm trying to get things going. I want this channel to grow, and yeah, I'm glad you guys have all been rocking with me. I'm glad that, yeah, if you haven't hit subscribe and like, please do so. I appreciate it. It lets me know that you guys want to see more of this. And yeah, you know what? Have a kick-ass day, a kick-ass week, and a kick-ass life, my friends. Peace.